What's going on, my fellow gamers? Welcome back. So, Power A has sent me a couple things to take a look at. Now, I've done extensive reviews on their controllers and on their cases and stuff. So, that's not what we're going to do today. We're not going to do reviews on this because they sent me a controller and they sent me a case. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the artwork that's on the case and the controller and basically uh, judge it by the artwork. That's what we're going to do. We're going to judge the artwork on it, see how cool or cute or aesthetically pleasing it is, because again, I've done extensive reviews on their controllers in the past. So if you want to go ahead and see those reviews, you can do so. I'll leave a link to a playlist at the end of this video. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at this because we got some Kirby stuff. So they sent over it's to celebrate the new Kirby game, and it's both a controller and a case. So, judging by the case first, and I'll briefly talk on the case because I've talked about the cases before. The cases, they have different cases. They have hard cases, they have soft cases, they have hard shell cases, and I think they have a Kevlar case as well. So, to give an example of the different cases, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one from back here. So like this Metroid Dread case right here, this is a soft case. Like it's a thin soft case, which is a shame because I really like the design on this case. But because it's a soft case, I don't use it. They call it a slim case. I don't use the slim cases because they're relatively softer than, say, like their normal protection case. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Also, on top of that, the slim cases typically don't have they don't have like any way to carry it. That's the other problem with the slim cases. So the hard, or not hard, but the protection cases typically do have a way to carry them. So let's go ahead and open this. I said let's go ahead and open this. There we go. All right, so first things first, I like the colors. The colors are nice. They're cute. They're very Kirby. I mean, that's the idea, right? You know, Kirby's all a little pink puffball. But it's very, very cute. I like it very much. They did a good job with the artwork on Kirby here, and just like the same, Kirby right there is perfect. Again, the colors that's on this it's really nice. It almost it reminds me of like a bubblegum wrapper, right? Like I don't know if you guys get that as well. The inside is like as if you just tore Kirby in half and you took a look at his insides. That's what that looks like. But that's cute. They have a little Kirby tag right there. So that's pretty cute. I like that. The inside though, let's see, it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Okay, so the case holds 9 games. So the 9 games is pretty much in line with every other case that they have as far as like the regular cases go. So that's fine. If you have a Switch Lite, there's this little thing right here, so you can go ahead and put your Switch Lite in there. I don't have a Switch Lite, so I'm just gonna toss that. And yeah, and there's a Velcro strap, so you can strap your Switch in. So you put the Switch over, and then you just go ahead and strap it down. I'm assuming because that's the only thing I could think the strap is for. Now, outside of that, the case is nice. It doesn't have like it's no headphones or nothing like that. Sometimes they'll have like a combo where it'll have like headphones and a screen protector in here. I know that the Zelda case that I bought a long time ago has that, but I haven't had a case where it's had a combo of that in a good while. So I don't know if maybe they just stopped doing that. Let's take a look at the controller itself. All right, so again, like I said, this is not a review because I've done reviews on these controllers, and unless there's like a major change, there's no point for me to review them, like to do a proper review. So that's why this is just more like a how does it look kind of thing, and judge it based off of that. All right, so package comes with a nice, what is it, 10-foot cable, always appreciated. The only downside, and this is something they keep doing, Power A, I know you watch these. Listen, this is something you need to stop doing, okay? Stop making it a micro USB. Stop it. Okay, I stopped doing that for all these controllers. Make them USB-C. Kind of streamline it, please. I'd appreciate that. I'm not sure a lot of other people appreciate it as well. Because as of right now, the only controllers that use a micro USB port for me are the Power A wired controllers and the PS4 controllers. Those are the only ones for me that use that. Regular Nintendo Switch controllers use a USB-C. PS5 uses a USB-C. My Xbox controller uses a USB-C. My phones. So do us a favor, because even the Switch Pro controller uses USB-C. So make it streamlined, and please make them use USB-C. I'd appreciate that. I have so many controllers on my desk, it's not even funny. So overall, like the color palette on this, it's really nice. Like it pops really nicely, and that's very much appreciated. I like that a lot. Like, okay. So to like give a comparison here, so like this is the Metroid Dread one. The colors on Samus really pop out a lot. The controller itself, it's not white. It's kind of like a light gray, so it fits the color tone of it like very much so. This one, like the pink is really nice and pink. Like that's not even an overexposed pink or anything. That is how it looks, and I really like that. The blue's nice. It's a nice deep kind of blue. Which works in contrast to the lighter blue that they're using for the Kirby name and the stars. So it works really nicely. I like the Kirby name right there. It looks good. Kirby over here. The only thing I wish is that instead of having Kirby over here, maybe have Kirby in the middle. Because you're playing the controller, you're blocking Kirby. You don't see him. You're blocking the Kirby name. You don't see it. So that's the only thing that I wish that they did, was put Kirby in the middle. This was kind of I had the same problem with the Hades controller, is that they put Zagreus on one of the handles instead of putting Zagreus in the middle or something like that. So outside of that, though, like the controller looks nice. The pink looks like, it's like a bubblegum pink, which is kind of how Kirby is. The button's the same thing, kind of, bubblegum pink. And the reason why I don't do reviews on these controllers, because they're all the same. Like they all feel the same. They don't feel any different from one another. The button presses are very responsive. They're very clicky. The D-pad's a very nice D-pad. The joysticks are all nice. When they did a revision from prior wired controllers, that's when I did a second review on these. Like, to give an example, like this is one of their first generation controllers. You see, like it has a bigger thumb pad as opposed to like the smaller ones that they started doing. And that I think was one of the reasons why they started doing that, is because these had they would develop Joy-Con drift, and that's actually how I started doing reviews for Power A, was because one of my controllers had Joy-Con drift or joystick drift, and I contacted them and they swapped it out for me, and so that was a nice kind of customer service there. So that's how I started doing reviews for them. But yeah, so this, like, I like it. If you're a Kirby fan, definitely pick these up. Like, they're solid looking cases. These cases, I've done extensive tests on these. One of the things I do is I put the Switch in here and I throw the case, because like I know that this is going to protect my Switch. I don't do it with the slim ones though, the slim cases. I don't do that because I know that they're not going to protect it in that way. But they have different Switch cases and whatnot. I do like this one. The minute that my kids saw this, they're like, "Oh, it's Kirby!" They got all excited because like it's really cute. And I have two daughters, so like the color scheme really appeals to their eyes. Because again, they're girls, but not stereotyping here. But come on, let's be real. Anyways, thank you, Power A, for sending me these to take a look at. I appreciate it as always. I have down below in the description a affiliate link if you want to go ahead and click on that. It helps me out if you do purchase anything from Power A. Thank you guys in advance, and everybody, happy gaming.